Alright, we are live. Hello and welcome. Let's scene transition. This is DnD, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, episode whatever, I don't remember. I think it's 8. If I recall correctly. Yeah, and these are my players. And my players can talk about whatever they want as I'm fixing the overlay. It's a free-for-all.
I think my roll 20 is dying.
Roll 20 is always dying.
There is no
Yes.
point at which roll 20 does not die.
I look forward
Schrödinger.
to. I look forward to new virtual roleplay things popping up.
I mean, there's always Foundry.
True. I look like I just woke up. Oh yeah, of course I did. I
That
should
might be
probably
a-
fix my hair.
Waking up is dangerous.
Yes.
Alright.
Gotta comb my hair.
That's alright.
On the other side, I could fall asleep because we had a 6-hour work meeting.
Oh no. How do you take 6 hours for a meeting?
Quarterly meeting, shitloads of numbers and stuff and presentations.
That
Even
kinda
those, we
sounds-
took like at maximum 90 minutes for those.
That kinda sounds like the workday of my stepdad, where he had not just one meeting, but like 4 or 5 meetings in a row, and so it's like never-ending meetings. I'm like, can you even work?
That does sound like Germany.
Can you still do your actual work? And he's like,
Well, this is a special day that's just basically taken apart 4 meetings.
terrible.
So no work on the day.
It doesn't sound German.
I mean, we all do anyway, but technically no one is supposed to be working. But that doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You just admitted on camera live that you're breaking the regulations.
It's okay. Twitch is an American service.
They would be like, oh, that's normal.
Yeah.
Everyone does that. And the ones who aren't doing are lying.
It's okay. I'm still too small to be noticed and not big enough to be punished. Something like that. That's me. Oh no, Granny Bear goes over here. That's yeah, that's the right window.
And we foiled hair dyeing again.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing wrong.
You can switch up.
What
Not
about this
sure who
obvious
knows.
trap? Nah, let's avoid it. Damn it!
You should totally do the obvious traps to get Granny Bear killed.
It was right there. It was meant for me. It even had my
Regards to your question
name
about-
written all over it.
You interrupted me.
You didn't start. You interrupted me.
I talked.
Oh, yeah, while I was
talking.
talking, you talked.
No, I
Oh,
talked first.
no.
I heard my voice 3 seconds before I heard yours. And now I forgot what I wanted to say.
Good.
It
Screw you.
wasn't important.
Oh yeah, now I have it. In regards to your question about what we are doing wrong, the answer is everything.
I look terrible and I feel terrible.
Alright, guys. Are you all ready to play Dungeons and Dragons?
No. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
All I have is these Erdnuss peanut
Peanuts.
stuff.
They're like
you.
peas, but are nuts, but they're not nuts.
That's
Oh,
what it is.
that's not even that. Those are not even peanuts. That's just chips, flips.
It's flips.
Do you
It's flips,
also
that-
call them flips? Is this like a universal term, or is this?
No,
I don't-
that's the brand name. And you know that funny enough, Germany has flips. You know, peanut flavored
Yeah,
corn stuff, but America doesn't. Which makes little sense because we are the hazelnut country.
there's a reason we call them Americorn.
Who calls them
Do we?
American?
No, we don't. But
They
they
do,
grow so much
baby.
corn.
And peanut flavored corn snacks do not exist in many countries. It's Germany and was it Poland? Everyone else has cheese flavored.
Why not just
Yes,
use
You go to
cheese?
Spain,
There's
You go to
32%
Spain.
peanut in this, so I'm fine.
yeah, I would like. I want a cheese flavored one. No,
Wow.
you live in Germany.
Fantastic. Alright. It sees anybody in chat. Well, maybe. Who knows? If there is, they are all lurking. Hello, lurkers. What did we
Don't
do?
call them.
I have to call them out. I have to. As I need to double check if I actually did start record. Oh yeah, I did. Well, nothing happened yet. Should I just start over? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, people can like skip the first 15 minutes until something interesting happens.
Sure.
So yeah. What did happen last episode? You guys started your journey to Good Mead. You were immediately very much interrupted by... What was it exactly?
A talking winter wolf.
No, it was a blizzard.
Oh.
Mhm.
The blizzard
It came after
first.
the wolves.
I mean, we weren't really
first-
interrupted by the blizzard. We just
Like
marched on.
literally, as soon as you left the town, a blizzard everywhere. Right? Wait. That's
No, first we left and it was clear, and then the wolves came, the winter wolves, who tried luring us into a very obvious trap, but we declined. Then they left, and as we walked more, and got closer to Good Meat, a sudden blizzard surprised us. And during this blizzard, wolves attacked us and went for the weakest link.
It was
Thank
not
you.
Granny Beer.
Yes.
Contrary to popular belief, she's buff.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's me.
contrary to popular belief, the wizard is the weakest link.
No, that is a popular belief.
That was the irony.
And with that, you have survived 3 wolves in a blizzard. Spectacularly. I almost killed somebody, but you know. I was going easy on ya.
No seasons without a few good murders.
Gotta start somewhere. And with that, you have just exited the blizzard by entering the 2-story building of the mead hall in Good Mead. Yeah, that's where we left off. Fortunately, or well, unfortunately, I didn't really get to read this town section again. I am going to fix this. Just
Just
I'm having a hard time.
roleplay amongst yourselves. Does anyone have a kettle? I could do some tea.
Oh, it's a meat hall. We gotta
Yeah.
drink meat here.
Didn't we just enter it with the corpses of the wolves?
Yeah, wait. Did
You
we do
took
that?
them. You took them with you, tied on ropes.
Yeah,
Like-
given they're probably frozen solid now, they shouldn't bleed all over the floors yet.
Sure. Oh, perfectly preserved.
Who wants wolf meat? Get your wolf meat here.
Don't you want to cook it at least?
That's not our job. They can do that once they got the meat.
I can cook. I'm happy to cook. Well, actually, I'm not a very good cook, to be honest, guys.
Roll intelligence check. Cook. Natural born. Everyone but you dies on food poisoning.
It's either a shit cook or a very good poisoner.
One
Let's say
person.
shitty cook for now.
I'm trying to figure out like who's actually in this village.
People. Alive people, I hope.
They're not. All of the people that are named here are not present at this moment. Let's see.
What is this book layout?
I know that I have been having a bunch of trouble with this layout here. So like, okay, here's the quest. Like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. 3 pages later, oh, it made no sense at all. It was a twist. Ah, Icewind Dale, please, you're making this not easy to run off the page, to say the least. I had a much easier time with Baldur's Gates, to say the least. Yeah, I can at least like force them on the adventure. Which is not okay, that's not a positive point, but you know, it did make things easier. So, this is a very large place. It is fire heated, and inside, very obviously, there is a bunch of buzzing happening. Very, very loud buzzing everywhere. And you realize this place is full of bees.
My god.
African bees.
No, Icewind Dalian bees.
They've come for me. I knew it.
So, let's see. What else is in here? Oh, it's
Is
like...
there actually bees?
Yeah, they're literal bees here. So, it's a meat hall. It's a elongated building. And this is... this is a place where they do the meat stuff, you know, where they actually brew the meat with the honey. However that
honey meat.
works.
So
I mean,
is this
yeah,
a
but they-
brewery or a meat hall?
The answer is yes.
But you should still keep the bees outside.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
maybe
outside they
that would
freeze
be
to death,
better.
but why are these
I
people?
mean, then inside somewhere else.
What do
The
the
meat
bees
hall
eat?
is usually where you drink the meat.
No, the bees sting you and infuse it directly into your bloodstream.
Okay.
Meat bees. Uh,
Alright, let's... I am still having trouble to find out where this game wants me to actually start.
Is there an innkeeper?
No, that's a problem. It's literally... No.
Let's go talk to the bees.
I will not talk to bees.
Alright, guys. In here, you see a middle-aged woman.
My God.
She has, let me think. She has a brown skin of a southern descent that does not really fit to the to other Icewind alien occupants you have seen before. To occur, this is quite reasonable for this town, as he knows the history. That does he know the history? Actually, a core. Do you pay attention when locals talk about local stuff?
General, maybe important local stuff, maybe, but general tales,
Like the
probably not.
history of the town, stuff like that.
I mean, isn't this like literally the next town over?
It is the next town over.
Wouldn't I know?
Sure, roll me a history check.
I mean,
I give you
around here.
two layers of success that you can achieve.
Aaron, tell us about the bees.
10, you know the basics. 15, you know some more.
Tell us about the birds and the
That's
bees.
really fun because
Whoa. What you know, this is where all the good stuff comes from. All the meat deliveries start in good mead, and they are
Yes.
traveled to East Haven and Brinchender and feed all of the inns and taverns with alcohol. This is your local source of getting drunk. Of course, Duke and Soul, they have to get it themselves. It's not worth the effort to send somebody.
that's where the good stuff is coming from, guys.
Yeah.
Bees? Bees are good.
Yeah, so let's see. So this is a middle-aged one, brown skin. She has also quite brownish, very dark brown hair. And she turns towards you and will say, hello there. I don't think I recognize you a lot. It must be awfully cold out in that blizzard. No worries, come up to the ovens. We can warm you up right there. And she brings over they have like woolen blankets just folded. And she brings one over to who of you looks like the cold is bothering them the most?
Probably Granny Beer. I don't know.
Yes, probably Granny Bear.
I'm considering the other two, like a snow elf, a blue tiefling, and a much sturdier.
Oh yeah, is the blue tiefling fine in this snow? I actually don't know.
Yes,
Okay.
because I in the beginning I took the infernal constitution, so I have some I have a resistance to cold.
Ooh, I see. Yeah, she
Or do you have
brings
the resistance to cold temperatures?
she brings the
We
blankets
discussed that before. Yeah.
over to Granny Bear and throws it over your shoulders and leads you to a row of banks and a table to sit on.
Ooh, bed and breakfast. I like this.
Not after breakfast is bees.
Excellent.
Squeeze them between your teeth and have the honey
I
right.
don't think the bees will be eaten. I think they're very important.
The bees are fine. You don't even notice them being here after a year or two. You
Yeah.
are all of you are like my ears are buzzing with bee sounds. Internal screening intensifies.
I'm happy those aren't wasps.
Oh yeah, no, fuck wasps. We won't hold them for sure. Kill them on sight.
They're very friendly bees, then, I hope.
Don't bother them, and they won't bother you. Big smile. Well, it's quite slow today. All the people must be in their houses. Not much going on.
What's your name?
Oh, yeah, sure. They call me Olivesa. Olivesa Unterpoor. I can write it down.
I'm gonna write down how I thought it was spelled.
My God.
That's always fun. To just guess how Forgotten Realms names are spelled.
It's always wrong.
But it's always interesting.
Yes. Yeah. And can I get you guys a glass full of mead? You sure look like you could use it.
Do you do honey
Yes.
too?
Sure, I can set up some hot water. All right. So she
Thank
will. What about the rest of you? I heard somebody say yes enthusiastically.
Yes.
Meat? Hot meat?
Yes.
Maybe not boiling, but yeah, it's hot.
And the elf, you can hold your liquor, can't you?
I just look at her in silence.
Is she? Yeah,
How dare
she
you.
looks over to Granny Bia like, is she mute? Like
She was
something
attacked
happened
by-
to her tongue?
She's just had a very traumatic experience with a wolf attack on our way in. I think she's still a little in shock.
I'm not in shock. I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Huh. Oh well, suit yourself. And
Speaking of the wolves, would it be possible if you could cook them here to remain and to preserve the meat?
oh well, we do have a little kitchen area. I can show you around. And she leads you like through one of the doors. Let's see. I don't know how meat halls are structured. So would it have like its own kitchen or just be like an open area where you would do prepare the food and stuff? So she leads you to one of the sides of the meat hall. It has a big table that can be used for butcheries and all kinds of stuff, and an assortment of cutleries and kitchen knives and tools and pots.
Ah, thank you kindly.
Well, feel free to use the space as long as you're here. Just make sure to clean up after you're done. If you need like some of the pots to carry the stuff with you, you can pay the price of the, what you need.
Alright.
So where did you come from, children? And grandma?
I use that trick all the time, calling young people children. They hate it so much.
Oh, they do. She brings over the 2 big flasks of mead. So, and the meat, they are carried in oh man, what's it called?
Beehive?
Horn cups, horns.
Yes, let's go with that. They're like carried in like ram horns. And she hands them over to you.
Ram horns.
That's so impractical.
There are different kinds of horns, okay? Not all of them go round. They go like, wee.
Okay, that's not how it usually is, but that's
No.
fine.
This is fantasy subversion happening right now.
We're from Bergen's Hole. We've just trekked over.
Oh, it's been a while since we had visitors from that hole. And she hands over the teas. And small
And
little
the meat,
cups.
I hope.
Oh yeah, the meat came first.
Good.
Of course.
Ah, me.
I was going to ask. Is there... I'm a healer and what's the word? A clergy person by trade. If there's any odd jobs I can help with around here, I'd be very happy to offer my assistance.
Oh,
I'm very impressed with what you're doing with the beehives here. It's the grandmother would be very pleased.
well, it is our main source of income. Good meat after all. They are our pride, but though the winters, that makes it difficult.
I'm confused. Where do the bees pollinate?
This is one of those questions that the book doesn't fucking answer after 2 years of winters. Oh well, there's some magical plants out there, you know, that even in the dead of
Inside.
winter still carry berries.
Oh, snowbuds.
Yeah. And with the forest nearby, we can still have some access of greeneries that are not fully covered in snow, but it's difficult. This is
So
why both
the bees can go outside.
What?
The bees can fly outside in this weather?
Rarely. We keep them inside. They do travel. But it's just too cold, you know.
Sorry.
Meat production has been low, and besides that, the last delivery didn't even get to Brinchender. What a tragedy that was.
What
What happened
tragedy.
to it?
she's like slowly sipping her tea, waiting for you to egg her on.
What happened to the delivery?
Don't worry about it. Drink your meat. It's not an issue.
I'm waiting for the wolves to get a little warmer so I can.
Yeah.
So they start bleeding again.
Yeah, the wolves will start to thaw. And you hear like the roll out of a tongue onto the table as it stops being frozen.
Oh yeah.
Yuck. So, well, we do have a town speaker here. His name was... Where's the name? Come on, book, give it to me.
Meanwhile, while you look for the name, I'm gonna do ranger things. Hunter things and take care
Hunter
of
bee?
the wolf bodies.
Alright. What are you looking to get out of these wolves?
Filet mignon.
Alright, skin them and get to the meats, and then prepare it.
Yeah, that's what I do. Do I have to roll something? There's nothing telling me to roll.
Yeah,
Survival.
I want you to roll survival, or you can roll with your cooking utensils, if you have
no, it's
skill for that.
I take survival.
It's the best.
Oh!
So
I know exactly how to skin it and get the best meat parts without wasting anything.
So there are things where people are like, oh yeah, these are all the parts of the wolves that you can eat. But you know that the stuff that is inside the wolf's stomach can be opened and eaten as well. Only that like very few people actually do it, because there's like some stigma to it, like, ooh, gross. But
You
it's
just have to
delicious.
clean it properly.
Yeah. And you pull out all of your secrets as you season and prepare the wolf meats. They happen to have like quite a collection of different spices around. You can use them. It will cost you a little bit, like 5 copper or so.
I can always just offer them some wolf meat. I'm pretty sure they won't say no to that.
Alright, that's a reasonable trade. You give us a flank or two, and feel free to take use of the spices. I just went from like English to Norwegian real quick.
That's fine. That's a reasonable trade.
Aaron, can I just whisper something to you very quickly?
Gotta help each other out in this cold times.
Did you take stuff out of the wolf's belly and then sell it?
That's a trade secret, Granny Bear.
So, if the wolf ate a person recently, you're selling human meat for human consumption.
We call that mystery meat.
Don't
Well-
be so silly. Usually do not eat humans.
You say that, but they did try to eat Rihanna.
That's because they were very hungry and unfortunate wolves.
But wouldn't that be elk meat?
Technically, she's still right. I'm not a human.
Okay. Well, I guess when it's health meat, it's okay then.
So anyway, you said something about the town speaker.
Ah, yes. His name is Kendrick Real Sparrow. I will post it in the chat so you can write it down.
All right, wrong suggestions.
Yeah, sadly has been murdered. Well, murder, I don't know if that's the right word for it. Killed, so to say. He got quite the pickle with a Wehrberg in the area. He be stealing all the meat barrels from us. So much so that we had to stop current transports of the meats.
So the speaker's dead.
Excuse me, Granny, I could not hear you.
The speaker is dead. That's awful.
Aye, that's correct. I've been vying for the position of the next town speaker, but people
What
still
is-
in mourning. We are waiting until the next. What was the day called again? I am forgetting. The big day in a month. Where they sacrificed. It had a name.
It did add a name? Are you sure?
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no! Did I never call it a name? I think I did. Well, we will at the next event we are going to go to a vote, but yeah, he has been slain by Verbeek.
I think it was just the new moon.
Aye, the new moon, yes. Yeah, yeah.
What's the application process like for becoming a speaker? Like, could I apply?
Granny,
Well, yeah, if you stay in town, you can apply as a town speaker. You would have to get the votes of the locals.
But you wouldn't be allowed to die if you're a town speaker.
I don't know. It sounds like a dangerous job. I mean, this guy.
No.
usually it's not a
Did you say
dangerous
someone
job.
died? How do I get that job?
Usually says a lot of reading, writing, and talking.
Granny,
I
I
think the
don't
most
think it's a good job for you.
Don't worry about it, Granny Bear. I can take care of the town speaking in this town. Just vote for me.
I mean, she could
Listen, don't you want to get some swole bees? Vote Granny Beer.
Are you changing your name to Granny Bear with double E's? Just adding another E in there?
Brand.
No,
I'm-
just drop the beer part and just say granny bees.
Wow.
And you just plant the good berries to make plants for them inside the meatball to save the bees.
Don't they go poof after some time?
No, they lose their ability to heal
Oh.
after 24 hours.
I wonder if their taste also changes then.
Ooh. Imagine.
Would you like to try?
Like, when they are still good, they taste very sweet. But once they go stale, they just
It's
taste
alcohol.
like the devil.
Imagine they get sour.
Alcohol. Very good. 1 minute over the time. Bam, alcohol.
Oh,
It's
good berry
different.
alcohol. How about
It's
good berry meat? I
Oh,
want good berry meat.
that is an excellent suggestion.
There's probably already a thing. It's called a healing potion.
Wait, your healing potions are alcoholic?
Why not?
Makes sense. It's on brand for adventurers.
So,
Yeah,
Granny
cool,
Bia,
but antiseptic.
you said you have the abilities to heal people. Are you a druid, mayhaps?
No, but thanks for asking. I'm a.
Maybe a bard? She goes
Nope.
through all the classes she knows.
I'm.
Interesting.
Takes out the player's handbook.
Give me a second. Those guides to adventure classes.
Is there a non-class in that book?
Are you a divine soul sorcerer?
Did you pick the doctor's background? Feats?
Actually, I'm a hermit.
Oh. Interesting. Well, that makes sense. I've never
Oh,
seen
cool.
you
What was your
before.
great insight?
It's cold when it's dark.
Well, if you could, once the blizzard is slowing down, maybe you could visit with us the body of our townspeaker. See if you
You
could...
haven't even retrieved the body yet.
Well, we have.
Oh.
I don't
He's-
think I can heal him if he's been declared dead.
Well, you know, give it a shot. Who knows?
Cut her open, see what killed her.
Cool, I'll just bring back the dead. That's the thing I can do.
We could visit the shrine of the flaming sword. We have placed him there.
Why is it called the Shrine of the Flaming Sword?
Is Oriel okay with that?
Probably not.
Well, we are quite the, you know... It's a pantheon of gods. We worship several of them. Only Oriel gets all of our attention right now, since she's making the most trouble. I mean, we love her. Sweating profusely.
But
It's
what
always...
about the grain, mother?
It's always the loud minorities getting all the attention.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but, you know,
I did.
rude.
If by loud you mean plunging the area into an eternal winter, then yeah, kinda.
They are
I
quite...
think it's very loud.
If only I knew what would plight the Queen of Winter, but... She
Maybe
is
she does.
refusing our offerings. The blizzard comes and comes. It's very bad. And the meats get stolen as well.
That's the worst.
Is whatever you said it was a Verbeek killed your speaker. Is that still a problem?
Oh yeah, he stole the last casks of mead, interrupting our trades without trades.
Must die.
I mean, yes, I agree with you. I'm very happy to see that you're so enthusiastic about it. You guys have heard of Verbeeks before, right?
I come from a land down under, where sun glows and
I don't know, did I?
snow melts.
Yeah,
Where-
probably would have.
You
in the
can
area.
you can roll me a nature check or history check, or just tell me like what you think is reasonable that you know.
Is it like a furbolg?
The
Somewhat close to giants and assholes.
the character probably knows. The player has no idea. So
Okay.
there, I rolled a 20, not a natural one, but
So, Granny Bia asks if they are furbolgs, but this woman, Olivessa, has never heard of those creatures. Well, they are, Erwin, you know that they are tall and lanky creatures. They are definitely a giant race, one of the cousins of the giants, that is smaller than the ogres, but about the same size, more gangly, and they are quite the thieves and brigands. They like to take what they need, not produce it themselves. Some of them can have a stronger connection to nature, and are called long striders. They have some druidic qualities to them and live a peaceful life. Others are more known as very big marauders that will steal from caverns, and sometimes even lead bands of ogres themselves.
oh, troublesome. They're just very troublesome beings.
Granny Bia, you had the experience with a Verbeek before on your earlier travels, where you have heard of one stealing from the locals. And you were part of an adventuring party slaying it. And you know that Verbeek did had like a couple of horses and goats with him, and set up like a, not like a stable, like on the, when it's outside, what's it called? I don't.
And
Yeah, like a pen. Like they are able of animal husbandry if they wanted to.
Well, maybe we can help track down this Verbeek. I mean, we're already trying to report one death, I guess. We can just become the serial killer hunting squad.
Well, he has murdered the townspeople. He must pay for his crimes. And we cannot deliver any more meat with him in the area.
I see.
Soon, the whole 10 towns will go dry.
Oh no!
Dramatic music playing in the background.
we cannot let that happen. My parents will go nuts without their mate.
And given that this one already killed a townspeople, who knows what he might be onto next if he feels emboldened by that planning bigger things.
Just
And
one question, Miss
Yeah.
Maleficent. Do we look like we could take on a Verbeek?
Well, 5 of the boys already gathered and followed the tracks, trying to chase him down. They have not returned yet. They sure could use your help.
Okay. Which way did they go?
Let's see what the book says. Where did they go?
Where did they come from? Where did they go?
I think he went to the forest. So you guys are drinking some meat. She will explain to you what she knows. Which, is not that much. But the blizzard is slowing down, and it is back to a middling, snowy day outside without the strong winds, allowing you to go back outside. 2 hours have passed. It is like the afternoon, around 4 o'clock, which means there is no longer twilight but dark outside.
I mean, I'm ready to keep on going if you guys are.
I mean, given there's it's dark out and there's still, the blizzard. Maybe call it a day.
There's people out there who might need healing.
It's always dark outside, that's the
There's
trouble.
always people out there who need healing. You can't heal all of them. But you can't heal anyone if you're dead. Shit, I shouldn't have said that.
I think we should go right away.
Grandmother wouldn't want you to do that.
Grandmother is nodding. I need her.
No, grandmother, let me go. Please.
The grandmother's like, I like that tiefling.
Can we put it to a group vote, I guess? Leave later? Or leave now?
Well, we
How
can.
about we eat something?
Well, you can have as much as you want to drink and sleep for like a 10-day. If you can retrieve the casks of the Verbeek.
Ooh, that's tempting.
We don't
Sounds
have
like a
much
plan.
to offer, but we do have a lot of mead.
How do you have so much meat from just one colony of bees?
Oh no, it's a super colony. Bleh. It's a very loud
Oh,
bee noises.
No.
You look up, it's so many bees.
It's just like floor upon floor of bees.
Yes.
I'm so glad you're not actually playing the sound, because that would trigger my phobia. Oh, what?
Basically, the building is vibrating.
Yes, it's like literally shaking in bee noises. And like
you
they're
lean against the wall and get a massage from the vibrating of the wall.
ah yes, that
Or it
hits the
checks your
spot.
Felix loose.
That too.
Maybe
Actually, this place should be overrun by people who have snacks and stuff.
I was gonna say, is it worth visiting the shrine first to have a look at the body?
Well, he's dead, so you know. You can take a look. It's right on the other side of the path. Not really a road there, but you know. And she
Okay.
like points out the window. It's like literally this building over there.
I mean, I can do that while you guys are having like an afternoon nap if you guys want.
Will you do anything stupid when we leave you alone?
Who, me?
Never.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, I don't think we should leave Granny alone in any situation where it might be eventual that she could die fighting or something like that.
We don't mean it mean. It's just grandmother. Sometimes you seem very confused and do reckless things. We wouldn't want you to get harmed.
Well, I just, want to get stuff done. And it's, Granny, don't stop working till the bees stop working.
My parents say there's always a time for work and a time for breaks. And now it's time for a break.
Okay. I guess we can wait a little bit before going to the shrine.
Alright, what do you guys want to do while you're waiting? Is this like, we wait until the next morning before we head out? Let the blizzard carry over and stop?
I'll be back in a moment. I gotta go somewhere.
Okay.
I think we want to wait out this blizzard by the sounds of it.
Hmm.
Has anyone ever died of bee stings? Just a hypothetical question.
Bees.
Could I answer this question with my profound knowledge of dying?
Roll me an animal handling check.
Roll me a
Unicorn.
death save. Wait.
I mean, this isn't my first lifetime.
There are like several bees nudging around your teacup of honeys. Alright. The bees are like crawling over your hand and buzzing around. They appear to be in peace with your company here.
I'm in peace with the bees.
Bees. Bee. Okay. That's enough annoying noises.
Are we taking a long rest? Is the question, I think.
Yeah,
Yes,
it sounds
very
like
much,
it, for
please.
sure.
Cool. I'm going to take some spell slots back then.
I'm gonna take some brain cells back.
Well, we'll see. Olivessa will ask you, are you promising to go after the Verbeek? Otherwise,
Yes.
it's going to cost you to sleep in the meat hall.
What do you say, friends?
I mean, it's not like we have anything pressing to do.
Aside from risking limp and life for strangers.
Well, we do have. I mean, with the speaker dead and all, we can't really get our first job done. Because we needed to deliver some papers to him, right? Wasn't that our job?
I mean, I'm not intending to deliver the papers anyway, so.
Why not?
The wizard turns in shock, Pikachu face. What? You're not
What?
turning in the papers?
The wizard should be the one most okay with that, because that means she can get paid.
No, we can get paid.
Is the wizard paying attention? I don't even know.
She's reading a book.
Wow.
What a surprise.
I'm going to pray for speak with animals so I can talk to bees.
And you're deaf.
Alright. I am reading the book. You guys can take a long rest. There is I don't know, like they have some lodgings inside of here. But it is a meat hall, so it's an open space. The buzzing cannot really be blocked, but they carry out some hay, some straw, like laid out. And bring like thick woolen blankets that you can use.
Is there like mosquito nets for keeping out bees while we're sleeping?
No. The bees are friends.
You will be assimilated into the bee colony.
You wake up inside, like half inside the bee nests. Like getting built around you. Hexagon,
No.
hexagon by hexagon. Yeah, you take a long rest so you can recover your hit points and your spells.
Plays like the Pokemon Center music. Bum, bum, bada, bum. So, occur.
Alright.
Not planning to turn in those papers, huh?
I mean, delivering those papers brings us nothing and costs us 100 gold pieces.
Don't you think it brings, what's the word? Like vindication to the families whose family members have died to the serial killer? It's sort of like justice in a way if we can get it out there.
I mean, given how police reports work, it's rare they might ever read them. And if they're even more towns over, it's halfway impossible they ever get to know anyway.
And what of the family of the killer himself? I mean, we sort of come to the conclusion that he was being possessed based on the eye color
I
change.
think he was somewhere from the coast or something along the lines, so How would we know he's anyway around? He's even from Icewind Dale.
He's definitely not from Dugan's Hole. That's for sure.
He might have
Because you
an
would notice.
Don't we have a sort of duty? Am I the only one who believes in that? I don't know.
I believe my duty was fulfilled with killing this guy. And us being broke doesn't help anyone either. If we want to keep helping people, we need some way to survive.
I see.
Olivessa is in the background, sweeping the floor and cleaning the tables, tending to the bees.
They just bring like an ale cup for the bees.
I'm intensely reading the book, so
I'm back.
welcome back.
Welcome.
So you have taken a long rest, and you are, unless you guys want to do something else before the morning.
Eat.
You guys want to say something to the bees? I got my bee translator ready.
Wait, you can talk to the bee.
Yeah, I mean, the Grey Mother is a great communion with the animal spirits of the world. And bees are part of the animal kingdom, I think. Is there any separate insect kingdom? I'm not
No,
sure.
they're actually devils.
This is why they
Well,
all
that's
have a
lovely.
horn at the butt.
It makes sense now.
Can I die, please?
3 wolves storm into the meat hall and rip
No.
the elf apart.
I have a better idea. You piss off the bees, they all sting you to death.
Well, that was...
You
that was a
take
little bit-
You know what the problem with the plan is? It's just a temporary solution.
You take 1 damage per bee sting. Let me roll, 100 d10s.
I don't know, but I think it takes like 80 or so stings from African killer bees to kill an adult human.
Well, fantasy bees are much worse.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stings for killer bees.
Yeah, actually, you know, the fun fact about those killer bees is that they have stingers, so the stingers do not leave your skin. They keep stuck in your skin and pump you full of the poison. Not like ours. Ours will just fall off in the European bees. Unless you're unlucky.
Wasps have that hook too.
Rasps are worse.
Wasps.
Wasps, whatever. They are
Wespe.
worse. Wespe.
But yeah, the problem is if you try to talk to animals, you can't choose. You have to be able to talk all of them, and they're able to talk to you, all of the bees.
At the same time.
Yeah.
This is a price I'm willing to pay.
You know what you're going to hear? Honey, 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 honey. And a cacophony of
Hi, are you a
10,000
flower? And that 10,000 times.
Flower, flower,
Oh.
flower.
Maybe they just talk in one voice because they are hive. Like
Silence,
they have-
mortal! If you wish to speak with the queen, you must take the knee.
Okay.
All hail the queen! All hail the queen!
You must take the
Oh,
knee.
hail
The
the queen.
tiny bee comes over with a bow and arrow and shoots you in the knee.
Ah.
I am going
What's
to
in there?
count.
Bee poison? No, red poison.
How many rations do I get from the wolf meat?
Roll me a 3d6. I give you a +3 for the fantastic roll before.
Yeah, and the
cool.
spell of speak with animals, and suddenly you can just hear 10,000 voices sing "God Save the Queen."
Wait,
Say.
6
And you hear,
plus...
the queen is dead. Long live the queen.
You never bury a monarch.
Okay, 3d6 plus 3? Or what was it?
Yes.
Well... 15.
You manage to prepare the meats in various different ways. You know, some of it is smoked, some of it is like cooked into jerky. I don't know.
You don't cook
Various different ways. Maybe do you keep some of it raw so you can cook it later, like keeping it frozen?
Yes, I would say so.
And with that, you have 15 rations of meats available to you. And the frozen ones you basically like throw into boiling pots of water. Alright.
What? Fish?
I cast Speak with Bees.
Speak with Shorns. I mean, what? You cast. How does the cast Speak with Bees look like when Granny Bea does it?
Granny Bear cups her hands over her like this and says, "Yo, bees."
Oh, wow.
Yo, chummer.
You hear them singing like it's like one of those dwarfish worker songs where they all sing in unicorns.
I am a dwarf and
I
I'm
am.
making all.
I am a bee and I build my castle. Bee castles. Like something like that is what you hear. And there are you can roll me a perception check.
Can I talk to the manager, please?
We are the manager.
That's
And-
11.
And 11. So you hear the deep voices of the bees that are building the beehives themselves, singing like, layer by layer we build this layer, one level more and we will get better, honey will be produced. There's like a higher level of like, let's feed the children so we can have more bees. And you hear, and the third layer beyond that, it's like, oh man, there are too many layers for you to understand. Like, those are the only 2 layers that you can audibly recognize of what's happening in this beehive.
Guys, you're not going to believe this. There's like a whole bee musical going on.
You know, when you said we built the city, in my head I was completely it's on rock and roll.
We are the bees and we're building this
And
layer.
then there's like a squad of bees flying past you, buzzing around. Where are the flowers? Oh, we're searching for you. Oh, the flowers, they have all gone missing.
Oh, I'm sorry, bees.
What is this
Please
tall
don't give
woman?
Seinfeld any more
Ah!
ideas for B-movie sequels.
There's an old lady. If you get her, she could
There's a
become
reason.
fertilizer for the flowers.
There's a reason we call them bee movies.
Can I slap you? I can't do this and I'm gonna slap you.
Wow.
Slaps,
rude.
but yeah.
My desire to die just increased.
Oh my god, it's a giant lady speaking to me. What shall I do? What shall I do? Should I run or should I hide? That's what.
Listen to my voice. I am speaking to you. I am the voice of the Grain Mother.
Given
Romy,
that bees usually communicate by movement and flying in circles, they're basically singing as they're dancing.
yes.
Yes,
Pheromones. Not
It-
Granny
pheromones.
Bee.
It's a
Right,
never-ending
it's-
musical.
What am I rolling to communicate with bees?
Performance. Oh no! I scared the unicorn out of the game. One of the other bees says, welcome back. I will have to check the overlay now.
One of you.
Not much, at least.
Alright, so one of the other bees says, oh well, you got quite a voice, young lady.
Thanks.
You had some questions, we were quite on the errand, but you know.
I have one question. Do you have any bee quests on the go?
Well, if you could bring back a bouquet of flowers, that would be wonderful. Oh yes, absolutely delightful.
Why did you turn into Bernie Sanders bee?
Oh well, we are outside of our usual routine. We don't have lines for this.
There's so many layers to this bee colony, I had no idea.
Oh, it's about, 452 layers.
Amazing.
No, it's 453 now, brother. Oh yes, we just finished.
Also, I wish I could stay all day and talk to bees. But we
Well,
gotta
bring
go.
it back with, some earth so that the flowers can actually grow. It would be fantastic. Oh yes.
I will. It is of the most gravest importance to me, Mr. B.
Ah, fantastic. Tally-ho then. Huzzah. They buzz off.
Guys, I know what we're gonna do today.
Of course, very British bees. Definitely sings God Save the Queen.
God save the queen. God save the queen. God save the queen.
That happens when you attack the beehive.
Unicorn, is the camera still working?
The camera is working.
There's no camera.
On again, obviously.
Oh. Because
They're imperial bees.
the overlay switches around when you turn it off. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Yes.
On, off, on, off, on, off.
No. Stop bullying my overlays. Well, I hope Granny Bee is satisfied with her animal, speak with animal spell.
Good use of a spell slot there, guys. I am a bee and I'm building my lair. Buildy lair. Building. Sorry, that song's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the day.
So when you guys listen to Granny Bee, she's doing very weird erratic movements and a lot of buzzing sounds. And then she turns around and says, I have a quest.
It would be
Okay.
amazing if she sang that information to us.
I have a mission for us. It will take us far from this land to find a bouquet of flowers.
You know that Icewind Date is blocked off. We can't leave the land.
Are you okay, Grandmother?
Sorry, it's just the passion of the bees. Just sort of overflowed into my words there.
Wow.
No, I used to be quite a singer, an opera singer, really.
In my
You
younger
waited
days.
for a while.
In my younger days, 215 years ago.
Back when I was only 50 years old.
Anyway, you guys
So-
want to go for a walk now?
Are you guys trying to follow the Verbeek or just check in on the body?
Team vote. What's the plan?
I would like to check the body first.
Oh yes.
What's behind the body?
I would like to do an abduction.
For what exactly? He's definitely dead, and these Verbeeks are usually just stabbing people.
But what if,
Stab.
what if the Verbeek was framed? We gotta do a proper investigation.
Then the person was probably still stabbed.
But we gotta look for clues to see if there's any leads that will help us with capturing this rebel. I don't know. Someone help me out.
I mean,
here.
you were admonishing me for wasting time. The people running after them probably have some leads. We could talk to those.
You could give him, your respect as the dead town leader.
That's true. We have to be respectful for the dead, as it says in passage blah 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 of the Grain Mother's Holy Grain Bible.
You mean passage 47, verse 2.
Thank you, Aaron. Do we? That's a good point. Miss Unterpor, do we know if those 5 came back yet during the night?
Well, I ain't heard of any news yet. But you better get going. Check out on it.
I hope the tracks haven't been snowed over.
Well, the longer you take, the lesser the chances.
There's been a blizzard outside.
Welcome to
Probably
Icewind
not there
Dale.
first.
Well, but if they're smart, you said other people are going after it. If they're smart, they will leave markers to find their way back.
It's true.
That's
Don't
how you
assume
do
they're
it.
smart.
Alright, so you guys are going, right?
Come on, guys, put on your coats. We're going outside. It's time for walkies.
So actually, one of you want rations, because I have a lot of them right now.
Yeah.
Salted wolf jerky.
No, I'm good.
You have the rations packed. Please, if you can, write me off like 3 silver. That's like for all the napkins that you got to pack in the rations with.
Okay.
That's a lot of napkins.
That's a lot of napkins.
It's a lot of rations.
I mean, what was it? 3 killed wolves? That takes a lot of napkins.
And you you took all the meats from head to tail for sure. Actually, it was so good. You have very well preserved wolf pelts as well. The 3 of them.
Oh, pelts.
Yes.
Should we make a party stash like with the other group, or?
I leave it up to you. Ah, yes,
I mean,
the
We
green
don't have
flickers
the
of my
strength
cam.
character, so probably not.
I'm thinking.
I mean, no, we'll be. Granny can
Depends.
carry all our rations.
Depends on how egotistical the players are, the characters.
Or you could just talk with each other if you want something. But that would
Yes.
be a novel concept for D&D players.
Yes, that worked out so well.
I mean, yeah, let's just do the talking thing.
Let's do it. Let's try it out, guys.
I mean, I would give you a silver piece to share the cost of the napkins, so.
You could just, what do you do in the game? Keep it in character.
I'm too lazy to break change. Here's a gold piece. Keep that one.
I checked
my
how many gold I have. I have 0 gold. I forgot.
How do we have no gold?
I spent all of it on a rubbish incense.
Yes.
Oh,
the
right.
rubbish incense.
Are you pulling it out? Is it the pyramid?
Oh yes. I wonder if the bees will like it.
No, they won't.
Do you want to turn it on and see what happens?
Ooh, that's a good point. Smoke and bees, classically not a good combination.
A good combination if you want them dead. Or
I-
angry.
They will be dazed.
Corsoon has a new job. Bounty hunting. Find the person who destroyed the meat industry in good meat.
Ooh, that would put a pretty target on my back. Huh?
If that one act of sabotage would collapse the whole meat industry, it's going to fall anyway soon.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of don't want to knock
Because
out
this
the
is
only.
Icewind Dale.
Well, it won't kill all the bees. It's going to put a dent in the honey production.
You know what would
Make
come
them
out of
suffer. Make everybody else suffer.
by having no meat?
If I have to survive in Icewind Dale without meat, I will kill you.
And with that, you guys are getting directions by the townsfolk as you are on your way to the edge of the forest, following the descriptions of where the bearbeak went yesterday.
In search of flowers.
This,
How old do was it hobgoblin or bugbear?
Me,
You
I'm
tell
a
me.
hobgoblin.
How old do hobgoblins get?
General average age. Somewhere
What's
around
the
there, I
average
think.
age?
Similar to humans when in doubt.
Okay. If you kill me now, then I don't get to stab you back.
Sounds like advantage for me.
I could.
I'm trying to find where do I have my...
I was about to say I could take it out on your children, but you don't seem to be the children type.
You say that now, but
There we go. You approach the edge of the forest when a figure in cold weather clothing lurches out of the woods into plain view, running as fast as he can through the deep snow. Slung over his back are a pair of animal traps, one of which appears to contain a panicked fox. And he's breathing heavily. Looking at you guys, bewildered. He has green eyes and a scraggly beard, both hair and beard in a copperish red.
Hi.
what happened? Why
Bodies! I found them! Dead.
Who?
Where?
The members of the Good Meats militia.
Oh my gosh. We should go right away.
Yes,
Why did you
let's
kill
go
them?
right away.
I didn't kill nobody. I was
Oh.
out there in the woods trapping.
Especially also not that fox. Make sure it doesn't get away.
Ah.
Can I have that fuck? It's cute.
Can I still speak to animals?
How long is the spell?
10 minutes.
No, you discussed too much with the crew about whether
You
to
can
leave or not.
imagine it's probably shouting, "Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!"
Ah, my leg!
I want to go home. Let me go. You're an asshole.
Why do you have a fox if you just found a dead body? You stopped to pick it up on the way back.
I was doing my rounds. Checking my traps, of course. It's what I do. I'm a trapper.
Yeah, that's how the world works, Granny.
What are you going to do with the fox?
Well, I was
It's sick.
considering killing it and skinning it for the pelt and for the meats.
Why don't you kill it now instead of making it suffer?
And it's
I
scratching up your
found the
back.
bodies. Not having much time. I'm here in town to warn the... Fuck. As he wanted to say, to warn the town speakers. Do you realize, fuck?
Well, yeah, consider that done. We're gonna look after the bodies and take care of that. You just deal with the fox.
Alright, I will go in town, warn everybody else. And he starts taking off. Unicorn, this is your only chance to get a fox pet. You see it slip
Is it?
away. I don't know. This is still alive though and caught. I don't. You just said before, man, this fox is cute. Can I have it as a pet?
I mean, is the fox cute?
Well,
Or
Do
is
you-
it full of rabies?
do I need to roll a 3d6 charisma for the fox?
Yes.
It's an average fox.
I mean, it's also currently just trying not to die, so that probably skews it a bit.
Yes, it's very scared. It has a red tail with a white tip. And it has
I mean, how high is the chance that it would just run away?
depending on how scared shitless it is, which is very high right now.
I think it's 100% scared shitless right now.
You could still bite and then have it run away.
Yeah, that's
So-
the plan. That's
so-
the plan I'm following right now.
So he starts running away.
Yeah, excuse me, how much for that fox?
What? I have to warn the village. Did you not hear me?
The village isn't going to run away. You are.
For him some rations. We have
Sure.
enough rations.
What about, like, do you want me to prepare him first or what?
No, I just wanted to hand him over to me.
5 gold?
Okay, here are 5 gold.
Well, I need the trap, you know.
Well, Granny Beer, could you talk to the fox and calm him, maybe? Since you're so fluent in animal.
I can just.
That's a good question. How much healing would you like later?
Wait, the
How
blue
much
ladies.
dying I'll be prepared to do.
I can just give the guy my trap. So we just exchange traps.
That is acceptable.
If the traps.
All right. Oh, thank you.
I'm also a trapper.
What is your name?
I'm Erwin.
Erwin, I will remember. Now I shall warn the townsfolk.
Yes, please.
You
do.
know, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and look into the corpses thing and all that. Care to join me if you ever feel interested?
Yeah.
He will take the 5 gold off you, and you have a struggling fox inside of a. It's like a snare trap.
I think Bear is also going to go after a coat because this is 1 fox compared to 5 people.
But the fox is still alive and the people are dead.
They could still be alive. We don't know that yet.
I can try to calm the fox via animal handling.
So,
I
what
got
is the point of operation? Because Akur is not waiting for you guys to calm down, Fox.
That's fine by me.
Wow.
We do calm fox by walking.
Akur, you start disappearing inside the forest.
Not waiting for you guys.
I
Catch
can
up.
still hear you.
We will find you. Have fun. Don't get killed by wolves.
You look into the darkness of the woods as it's still super dark outside.
I have the vision.
Everything is
enough.
monochromatic to you then.
I still
yeah.
have the vision.
I'm trying to help you with calming down the fox, and I use animal handling to
Alright.
and maybe
Roll.
also
You can roll
too.
for me an animal handling check. Oof.
The
Oh,
fox is going to kill
That's
me now.
so. I will roll over here. Don't worry about it.
Going straight for the jugular.
You take 2 piercing damage as the fox bites you in the hand as you
Ow.
try to call him. It's not trusting you one bit.
that's fine. That's fine.
I totally saw that coming.
I totally let it bite me. Like,
You have a
it's fine.
propensity to roll once.
Alright.
Like it's almost worrying
No, that's the only one just now.
for today.
Yes.
How many more are you going to let follow? Why did you
Awesome,
play a
Rob.
tiefling and a halfling?
Unicorn, this is your chance to try to calm down the fox.
Wait, it hasn't run already?
It's still in the trap. Like it's in a snare trap, so its legs are bound together. It can struggle, but not like run away effectively.
I will try to comment with my calming voice and food.
Alright. Roll ahead. Give an advantage.
Well,
So,
at least that would murder me.
the fox recognizes the food. It is no longer with the scary human that caught him. It will eat the food, and it is docile for now. But you
Then,
are aware it's still a wild animal.
Yes, it will never be domesticated. It will be my friend at best, never my pet.
And you will have to carry it.
Yes.
You're not
Is it a small fox or is it a grown-out fox?
it's a fox. You know, it's like 2.5 feet long.
It's a foxy lady.
No, it's not.
You don't know fox anatomy to discern that.
Oh, that's really easy. Trust me.
You're an elf. You don't know how to discern that.
Oh yeah, humans, they all look the same. They're all hairy.
All right. So, you follow the trail. I need everybody else to roll me a constitution check real quick, as you have to catch up with a core.
I'm not very
Keep up.
fast. You don't really need to run.
Oh, my bones are crunching. Why
Oh,
did you
okay.
go so fast?
Is this the snow or your kneecaps?
Or
Yes.
I rolled a natural 20. It's okay.
you're
Boss
minus
Grandma.
2, con.
I'm old.
Apparently.
Fantastic.
Well, do we want to run? Do I want to run with the fox and then fall over? And break my
You
neck?
managed to catch up with a cur because he's walking dramatically slow. As the cameras are like panning upward from the snow.
Okay, I'm not gonna make it. I need you to give me a piggyback.
As you talk to a cur next to you.
I'm kidding. It's a joke, Kurt. You can laugh.
Go on without me.
I follow.
Yes, I will follow in an acceptable.
And I take the trap.
I feel like with a natural 20,
Alright.
like Granny is just like storming ahead.
So you can write down you have the snare trap with you. It's an easy trap to set up. The most important part of this trap is to hide it. Deep in the woods and the snow-covered pines, you discover the remains of the 5 militia members, who look like they were clubbed to death. New fallen snow has already begun to settle on their corpses.
Yep, they're dead.
Pretty dead.
I check if they're really all dead. Or if
Checking for breath, pulse, body
Roll
warmth.
me a medicine check.
Where was it?
You definitely see tracks inside the snow.
I would have asked if rigor mortis is already set in, but they're probably frozen stiff anyway.
Does your character also have the medicine skill?
My character has the medicine skill.
I think mine does as well, unless I'm crazy.
Like the concept of rigor mortis is not really widespread, but you know, they know like, oh yeah, people get stiff when they die, haha.
Crazy, huh?
I'm-
It's
I'm
stiffy.
a smart app, that's my only thing.
Spell.
Leave it to me, please.
Alright, Smelf. A 9.
It sounds like something it smells.
So, so they are definitely not breathing. If they
Yeah.
didn't die by clubs, they definitely died by hypothermia at least. Because
Okay.
they are like quite frozen. Not solid, but very strong. It's
Probably
hard.
the-
It's hard to rifle through their belongings.
It looks like they were surprised by the blizzard.
Do they look surprised?
They
Looks
definitely
like I was surprised by something with a club.
They definitely
about to
look like
say.
they were surprised by something with a big club, like a massive
Yeah.
stick.
Okay.
Is there like skull fractures or something like that you can hold your hand to and say, oh, this was probably this big?
They look like splayed out in the snow in various different poses that look unnatural.
Oh dear. Should we follow these obvious tracks away so that we can find the person who did
Does-
this?
I have a funny idea. Do those poses spell a word?
What?
You said funny poses. They don't spell a word or something.
You want to check if they're
Roll
doing
me an investigation check.
I'm terrible at investigation.
This is your
I will-
third one in a row. So
Oh
you get a
God.
prize.
You summon a demon from the abyss.
Ah, hello.
How did I get here?
Here is your complimentary T-shirt for getting the worst luck.
That's not real, a natural one. Everything's
They
fine.
so they all look like dead bodies, and you're pretty sure that they look like the symbol of the god of war.
How does it look like?
Symbol of the god of war.
Yes.
Which god of war?
1, 2, or
There's
3?
gotta be 5 of them?
Well,
Kratos?
none of you guys recognize it. Like, it looks like bodies played on the floor.
I mean, she said it out loud. It looks like the symbol of the god of war. And I'm like, which one?
Yes. You know the one in the patron of the Frostmaiden, that one.
That one in the video game?
Yeah, that one.
What is a video game?
Oh, you're too young to understand.
I'm older than you.
It's a
We're too
special
old to understand.
technology. It's armed technology.
I would say I'm older than you, and in this company, that's a feat.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you guys don't recognize any of it.
But
So,
guys, I'm pretty sure that this is a symbol of a war god.
Are you drunk? Did the meat get into your head?
do
If you say so. I don't see anything.
I
Though
wonder
if
if
you
the
look
bees
like
worship a
that,
war
it
god.
looks like a deer.
Why don't you just take a closer look and tell me what it is?
The
Okay.
closer we look at this symbol, the further away the killer is getting. You
I
Yeah,
will
we should
investigate
probably.
the corpses for
like when you look at the bodies again, you just cannot get into the right perspective again to see the symbol.
I don't
You
want
know?
to see the symbol. I want to see how big the club was that killed them.
All right. Roll me an investigation check.
That's also what I'm proficient in. Oh, just a 9.
Should we be in a rush, guys? What kind of? I mean, this person might be.
You would assume that the club is of a massive size, like a branch, a big branch.
So it wasn't a human that killed them.
Yeah, but Burby usually stab people, don't they?
I mean, they can stab you, they can bludgeon you. But
Do these bodies have any stabbing wounds at all? Anywhere?
No.
They don't have been stabbed. They have been crushed and maimed and bludgeoned to death.
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys
but-
did. You guys did roll for Verbeeks. They prefer spears, is what you know from
These
your
people that
experience
have-
with Verbeeks.
Yeah, these people don't have expired by the pokey stick.
given it's a large. Don't ogres like to use blunt objects? Really hope this one doesn't have friends.
Ogres, giants,
Eh,
very large orcs,
Okay,
dragons that want to confuse people.
I say we go on and take care of the bodies later. Maybe we set a mark so we find them in case it snows.
like those guys did.
Well,
Probably.
whatever ambushed them was big.
Mm.
And it probably left traces, which our friendly hunter of the wild, friendly ranger of the wilds might be proficient in tracking.
Given how big it must be, I guess even Granny Beer without her reading glasses can follow those tracks.
Oh,
I can see only one pair of footprints, so I'm not assuming there's gonna be like a whole group of them.
You know why you can only see one footprint? Because you're standing inside of it.
What?
It's a very big foot.
Oh dear.
And with that, you follow the footprints.
Yeah, but
10.
cautiously.
Oof. Wow.
Well, you have your outlander trait.
Well,
right?
you are cautious for like 30 minutes, and then you realize like, oh shit, this is going to take a while, isn't it?
Yeah, he's had a whole night to get a head start.
Time to settle in the thick pants.
You start following the footprints. An hour passes. And then the second hour as you go deeper and deeper into the
Even when
woods.
you're engaged into another thing like tracking, you cannot be surprised. Ha.
I need you to tell me the marching order of the group as you go through the thick, deep snow.
Dibs first.
All right, Granny Bear
Well,
at
the
the
one
front.
tracking the one tracking the.
You can see the footprints. Not you don't need to be in the front for that.
No.
I mean, these are obvious enough to just see them.
They're giant footprints.
Even a blind person can see them with some help of magic.
Yeah, it's like you almost stumble when you get out of the footprint.
But I will allow the hunter to roll me a survival check.
We go along the way, and somehow then. This is the wrong way. How do you know? I haven't fallen for 5 minutes.
A 22.
Yes.
So you can. I mean, maybe this is a bit obvious, but you can definitely. What's the word? Bestätigen. You can confirm that these are the footprints of a large giant.
There's a giant. Okay.
Well,
Which
there are
means
lots of
you can rule out like the real big giants, like a frost giant. It's not that large. It's large.
I was about to ask if someone can roll nature
Not me.
to
I
identify.
mean, many of us can roll that, but
I mean, nature is one of the few things I'm not proficient in, so.
So I have just a +1 in nature.
All right.
I could try to identify it by the footprint.
You have a +1 in nature?
Yeah.
Even mine is higher then.
Now you what you can discern is that it's a large giant, not like what kind of exact monster it is by a
But
roll.
it's definitely not a fire giant, because then there would be lots of molten stuff around.
It's
and the frost will
it's
fire.
pressed in. It's deep. It's big footprints. They
Okay.
look feet-like, with small toes at the end that are big but small.
I would say hill giant, maybe?
Let's just follow for now. I wanna be this. I don't know. I kind of wanna be further back in the formation, like third.
Okay, you're third. Bias first. Akor.
second.
And the elf at last. Erwin. You are all walking and you see like there are a lot of like hills of the snow because there's like snow covering the bushes that leads to like a hilly terrain here.
Okay.
And as you're walking, you look to your left and you see like 15 feet from you a small little creature that looks like that looks like a stone floating with like a little man doll body, and it is throwing a snowball at you.
It's throwing a snowball at me.
Yes, but you are not surprised. You've seen this coming.
Is this one of these Schwinger things?
It's a 14.
It's a 14. No. I have an AC of 15. Haha.
You dodge the snowball deftly, and it's fiddling around.
Well,
Let-
hello there.
This is what they look like.
Ah. I'm Schwinger.
It is a Schwinger.
The elf pronounces. Elf, you see the fox is trying to struggle out of your grasp. Are you letting go of him?
Why is he struggling? I asked him. I don't get an answer. Maybe yep.
Well, he will push off of you then.
Okay.
So, you know. I mean, are you trying to like keep a hold of it? Are you like grappling this fox?
Quick, calm it down with food.
You have to choose now. He might be gone forever.
Yeah, I tried to calm him down, but
The fox has been in your arms for the last 2 hours.
so he smells like me.
Sure. Whatever you like to believe.
I also have lots of fox here in my closet.
Alright, not enough time to decide, so the fox pushes off of you.
Well, I wanted to calm him down. How do I do that?
Waiting.
You did already your roll and you called him down last time.
Oh, that still counts?
What? Sure, yes. It's still a wild animal, but it's calm.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to the Shringa.
The fox is rushing towards the Shringa. What do you say?
I'm a little confused about the fox.
Yeah, you see the
I'm a little
fox.
confused about you trying to speak with a thing that doesn't speak our language.
You see
I
the
presume.
fox. It's sprinting towards the Shringa, and then stops in front of it. And you
I
guys
think it's a high
witness.
five.
You guys witnessed the Shringa bows before the fox. And then it holds up a frozen berry. And the fox gobbles it up.
Oh, they seem to be friends.
And after that, the fox licks the Shringa.
Rabies.
And,
What's going on?
and the Shringa is hugging the fox, sinking like into its bright orange fur. Like almost
Would it be a
disappearing.
white fur because it's a snow fox by now?
Almost disappearing inside of it. This one is red, okay?
It's not adapted properly.
Kill the fox, kill the fox.
Kill the outsiders. It's obviously from the south.
Immigrants. No, we are nice to red foxes here.
Ref, if you're talking to us, you're muted.
Alright. So yeah, it looks like the fox and the Shringa like each other a lot. And the Shringa hops on top of the fox.
Oh, okay.
Well, who of us speaks Springer?
I don't. I can't.
What?
It's fun.
Which languages do they speak again? I remember something about primordial.
What are you guys talking? Should I come back round? Hello, what's going on back here?
We found a friend of the fox.
The fox turns around with the Shringa, like holding into its fur and waving to you. And
Oh.
it's walking up with the fox towards who was it? Towards Irvin.
The Springer goes, "Hello, I'm Bob."
And it raises a hand up to you.
That was a plushie of mine. Sorry.
I was about to ask who inserted the laugh track.
It's holding up its hand towards you, Irvin.
I take the hand for a handshake.
It shakes its arm. Like it makes like a motion like this.
I think it wants you to pick it up.
I think it wants you to give it something.
Or that.
I'm so.
It just makes the pose like you're holding out to receive something.
Maybe you should hold out like to receive something.
I offer it food.
It looks at the food. It looks at you. You look at it. It looks like it's made out of a snowball with a rune on it. There's no mouth.
There's no mouth. Okay. Okay, no food. I make a snowball and give it to him. It.
Takes the snowball and face palms.
So it picks up another snowball. and throws it at you again. Are you dodging it?
No, I'll let it hit me.
Then it raises up the fox. Whoa! And you feel like something appear inside of your hand.
Oh. Okay. What is it?
As you look down, it appears to be a small stone with a rune on it. And it rides off into the sunset. Well, there's no sunset here, so it rides off into the forest. Unicorn, you had a quest at some point. Do you remember?
No, that was the other party's quest.
Oh, it's not your problem? Alright.
They are left me.
Sounds good.
And they never told me about it. They just told me there's a ruin with a finger in it. We're gonna show you.
Look, I'm okay with that.
Also, I don't have the lantern, so because they gave it away.
The Schwinger is it's right there.
I don't even know what the quest was. I don't remember it.
Bring back a Schwinger. What's the quest?
Yeah, I don't see that happening right now.
Okay.
I got a rune. What does it do?
Also, I just saved the Schwinger's best friend, apparently. So why would I try to capture it now?
I'm looking up what it does right now. Because I have it listed here.
It farts in the wind. Haha, you wasted 5 gold.
She didn't. You did.
Yeah,
It might
that's
come
what I
back.
said.
It might be a reoccurring Schwinger.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
they are a recurring phenomenon here, right? They come and go as they please.
I think it's not under magic items. It's under Schwinger, I guess.
I wouldn't even know, so.
That's how I like it. This is a charm.
Charm?
Yes. What do you know about magics?
Nothing.
Probably nothing.
So why I let you... what languages do you speak?
Infernal and common. And yeah. I didn't take any favorite enemy language because I had no idea what that would be for me. Favorite enemies are beasts, and I don't think that beasts talk a language.
Okay. Sounds good. Then, like on your next short break, you can try to ascertain the nature of this rune.
Okay.
I mean, I can just use my magic to identify it.
Would you take a look at that, Rhiannon? Or we just continue our search first? And
I mean,
look
I
at
can do
the-
it later. I can't do it now.
Yeah, let's do it later.
I need to write this down so that I don't have to open up the book again when you guys arrive at later and want to know what this is.
The mysterious Shringer rune.
I don't even know if Unicorn was around for the other one.
I was listening, but I didn't participate.
Alright. For the other rune, I mean.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Oh, there is a cool picture here. Let me find it to show it to you guys.
Do you?
Yes, I do want to show you. I don't know where it is though. Oh,
Shouldn't it be linked in the article?
the picture is not linked. All right. It's It's just of the location. There's a cool picture of it, but I cannot like on the quick grab it badly. I could make a copy paste out of the PDF real quick because it's looking cool. For some reason, it's having a lot of trouble loading the PDF too. Alright, where do I have you? There we go. Sorry guys for the dead air. It's too much dead air. Picture in Discord. The trail culminates at a rocky hillside with pines growing around its base. Set into the hill are 3 caves. The frozen creek emerges from the west cave, which has a low-hanging mouth. The center cave, an 8-foot-high passage hewn from the rock, is moderately blocked by a tight stand of conifers and 2 massive fallen logs. The northeast cave has a big yawning mouth, and flickers of light emanate from within. The tracks of your quarry head through this entrance.
You all ready for some what's the word? Chin music?
So we're gonna light a fire, seal the entrance, and smoke them out.
We could do that, or we could go inside and see if it's asleep and just give it a strong telling off.
For murdering 5 people.
6, I think.
You're gonna scold it like a mom. How
Can you
dare
even speak its language?
Giant, I speak. Let me check. Do I speak giant?
Do you speak giant?
I will be a little bit confused if you can't speak giant, Granny Bear.
Hey, I know little giant. We did a little
Honestly,
bit.
I'm not really
giant.
confused about that.
It's the sort of the giant yodeling.
Do you yodel?
What?
Yodel,
No, they're not dwarves.
Cannot.
All right.
I speak Dwarvish too. I did Dwarvish hymns for a while.
Don't worry about the deep blackness here, guys.
I am worried. Deeply concerned.
Do you want me to do some giant yodeling before we go in?
No.
Let's not let everything in a 3-mile radius to us.
Okie dokie.
That's kind of bad style when trying to sneak.
But yeah, I could give it a stern telling off.
So could I.
You also speak giant?
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, so could I, because it doesn't need to understand me to be very hurt by what I'm telling it.
So,
No, but I can make it understand me.
Like you're gonna threaten it?
I could threaten it.
Don't threaten it.
And then it would be, depending on, it would be feel insulted because we threatened it, or not would feel insulted because it knows it's not as smart as us, and it would smash her. Anyway.
I'm gonna head inside, I think. If you guys are ready to head inside.
So, you can drag your character token onto the field that is revealed and choose an entrance.
I don't see
Which one's
anything.
the one with the footprints?
If you don't see anything, try to zoom out.
It's at the bottom half of the board.
It's literally just The bottom half and the right side.
Yes.
We could
Uh,
follow
I
the
don't-
bones, empty path, or the river.
Let's go, everybody.
I can't see anything beyond 5 feet. 10 feet.
Does anyone? Let me check if I can cast light.
I can see in the dark.
It's all dark when I go.
The only person here that still can't see in the dark is you.
Yes.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Get reborn as something that has dark vision?
Oh God, don't make me live through another life.
I just imagine Granny Bear dying and the grandmother bringing her back.
No.
As a revenant, and the revenant's only goal is to kill the grandmother for bringing her back.
It's
That'd
gonna
be-
take some time.
That'd be one hell of an origin story.
So you are deciding to choose one of the entrances in the front then? Which
assume-
one are you going towards?
Which is the one with the footprints?
Give me a second.
I want footprints.
I wanna go this way.
What if we all pick a different entrance and then meet in the middle?
And then
No.
die separated.
Who's gonna protect you?
No.
Granny Beer is always going to suggest the worst option.
Like there are... this book is
Yeah,
a bit...
that's a problem.
Alright. I'm a bit confused by this book because it's giving me mixed signals.
Stop flirting with the book.
Well,
Alright, of these three entrances here, you would see the footprints going to where you are positioning right now.
Alright, I think you guys lead the way. See us in the dark.
sure. I still kinda wanna be third.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Alright, let me read ahead of what is in the next area real quick.
While you're reading, occur. Let me say a quick prayer. For you. I will give you the guidance of the grandmother.
Yeah, but get it over with fast. We need to try not to die and probably kill something.
O grandmother who is wise, grandmother who brings the plentiful harvest, please bestow us today with bountiful grain and beautiful wine. Please give this occur the mobility to get into this cave. Thank you, grandmother.
You know what the problem is with spoken out prayers inside a cave entrance? Echo.
Don't say that out loud.
I'm not saying that out loud. I'm whisper quiet.
I am
Mostly-
whispering it out loud for the audience, of course.
I'm whispering mostly because my voice is leaving me right now.
What voice? You had one?
Yes.
No!
and it is-
Get the voice back.
It wants a vacation from all the talking from last week.
Fantastic.
And I'm definitely trying to walk along silently and see if anything's around waiting for us.
You, the hobgoblins do have dark vision, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, is the group like following right with him?
Yes.
Do you
Alright.
does Aaron, could you hold my hand?
Sure, I'm gonna hold your hand, Granny.
Thank you.
It needs to string the bow.
You do hear the occasional sounds of what appears to be the expletives of a sheep. Yeah, you can move yourself 2 hexes further in, and I will tell you what you see.
And does nothing sees me.
Oh, there's a fireplace.
Let me describe you what you see.
So much to smoking them out.
Because I don't have the Roll20 subscription anymore, so I'm using the normal reveal tool. Sadly, a bonfire in the middle of this cave keeps it lit and relatively warm. The scent of roasting meat fills the air as a hunk of meat on a spit drips juices into the fire. Goats and sheep are held in a spacious animal pen, enclosed by a crude wooden fence. Other features of the cave include a wooden cart with a broken wheel, 2 old crates, and 2 barrels. Now, I would like all of you to roll me a stealth check. Who just walked in here?
Which is everyone.
Granny Beer makes this with disadvantage.
My God.
Why? Oh,
Have a
Jamie.
16.
Is it
Heavy
your...
armor.
An 8.
Oh. Oh, what, did you guide yourself? Or what's happening here?
I gave guidance to Echo. It was,
I see. Very loudly so. So, Akir, you're having trouble not making that much noise here. As like several of the sheep see you coming, and they're like letting out a lot of bass as you approach. But
sheep.
You know what a realistic reaction of the sheep would be?
Bear?
And yeah, as they do that, you hear a voice calling out, and like footsteps approaching, as something is speaking in a strange language. Now, does somebody here speak Giant?
Yes.
Yep.
Two of you?
Yes.
All right. Then
It's kind of expedient that you speak and read Giant when you want to steal secrets from giants.
all right. So, a creature is approaching, and it's walking down and calling out towards the goats. What are you making such a ruckus for? You wanna be eaten next?
Definitely, as soon as I would have heard that, I would definitely try to hide behind the cart.
Yep, I'm giving you a chance to do that. Roll me a stealth check. You definitely hear the footsteps and the rumbling of a giant voice.
Can I use the fact that I'm clothed in white to hide something that has white as the background?
The fact that I'm red probably doesn't really help.
Yeah.
I just
fine.
go back into the
The rest of the party is not a concern, as it steps through the small entrance, like it's right there. It sees the flickering of the bonfire reflecting the light of your weapon and your shadows upon the wall. And it's looking very alert. It will say, "Intruders! You come for your goods? Never mind, I will get you." And it's pulling out a spear. This is the moment where we can roll initiative.
And I just ask, what? Because I don't speak giant.
He wants to kill you.
He speaks the language of war as he prepares his weapons. And looks right at where you're hiding. You're pretty
Okay,
sure
so much
you're
for
not
that.
you're not hidden. Alright.
Yeah, take out my rapier. Ooh,
Mage
at
armor.
least that I can do.
I preemptively cast Mage Armor because I know this is getting downhill fast.
Sure.
Yeah, probably as I was hiding.
Fastest granny in the West.
Where's my initiative? Yeah.
I will allow for mage armor for sure. What about the rest of you? There's definitely like from checking out on sheep to realizing people are invading his home.
Drawing my bow and arrows.
Alright, yeah,
I gra-
that's okay.
Granny will take out her club and shillelagh it.
Granny goes full martial.
Yeah, okay.
It's clobbering time.
Time to get bonked.
Let me see real quick.
When Granny casts shillelagh, it grows a little blade and it becomes a scythe. Because that's the symbol of the Grain Mother, if I remember rightly.
That's very impractical for combat, you know.
It's a magic scythe. I can grow it. It's cool.
I'm going to play some battle music on the YouTube for Twitch. Feel free to choose your own battle music. Choose a better one. Yes.
I only have two music styles in my head. That one and the Jeopardy singing music.
And with that, we are starting combat. Accord, you realize what is happening. We have been confronted by Verbeek.
Who was it again?
I cast Dissonant Whispers in his face. As it seems like I'm basically shouting at him, but no one of you hears anything.
Oh wow.
Can I read
Alright.
your lips?
No, you see his back.
There's no words or anything.
You're hiding behind the wall, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of what they usually look like. Dissonant Whispers. You attack his mind directly. Wisdom saving throw. Oof. He makes a save with a 14.
Oh,
Is
it
it
takes 5 damage.
half damage?
Yep.
It's staggered, like taking a step back and shaking his head, like saying in giant, "You what, mate?"
And run over there.
Alright. You dash past the bonfire. Some of the meat spittling into the fires, fishing around.
And I think shout towards Granny. You have this. You can definitely deal with this guy. And use up a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Alright. With that, Rhiannon, you're next.
Well, I can't go where I want to go because someone is standing there already. And I don't want to be the person that stands open in like a sock. So I'm just gonna stand here.
You can step out and step back.
Hello, there's no time to.
Just walk around.
What do you do?
I'm just gonna shout into the cave like, "There's no way to talk this out, right?" In giant.
Ah,
Because-
sure, we can talk this out. Show yourself.
Well, it's not my turn anymore.
Alright. Yeah,
I take the dodge action. Just in case.
Granny Bear, it's your turn.
Granny Beer is going to cast a spell.
Alright, cast spell.
She is going to target Occur, Erin, and Rhiannon with the Bless spell.
What is your blessings?
We get gains.
May the Great Mother bring you sick gains, my children. I think she
Classic.
just quotes an earlier passage from the Great Mother's Bible.
12 rules for gains.
You guys gain 1d4 attack rolls and saving throws.
Very cool.
And then she's going to walk around the corner.
Alright.
Now listen here, young man, she says in Giant.
It's a very big.
I have some strong words to say to you.
Alright.
What were you thinking?
No,
Killing
it's
the
okay, you
speaker
little
of
shit.
good need. That wasn't very cool of you.
As you turn around to look at it closer, you can see now that you have a little bit of well, the fire is still quite a ways away, but you recognize that there are like several slashing wounds on this creature that appears to be like rudely, like it's not patched up, but like stuff stuck on his body underneath his clothing, like clay and like earthy materials. He is wounded from the, well, what you would assume, battle.
Why have you killed so many of the good meters?
Well, it's not his turn to speak yet, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
9.
Yeah, a friend with a big club.
Friend, not our friend.
I need to count. No, it's here. Yes, it's here. What's going on? Are you getting troubled again by them humans? Let me smash them.
Yeah.
Yeah, friend, go right ahead. Make mincemeat.
It's not his turn to speak.
He speaks with a reaction.
No.
Okay.
This ogre pulls out one of the javelins that he has on him and throws it at Granny Beer.
It was nice knowing you all.
Now, as you look, this ogre also looks to be quite wounded.
That puzzled me a lot. What
A
wound-
24.
A 24 will hit.
Let me roll damage. 7 piercing damage.
Blech. I'm alive.
Do you regret?
Herb Mixer, it's your turn.
I'm thinking about.
Wait, give
what
me a
to do.
second. The
Got me damage.
range of a javelin is 30 feet up to 100. Okay, good. No, it's not disadvantage. I had to double check.
Yeah. Let me check what I'm allowed to do with my stuff.
Guys, I have a giant javelin going through my stomach. This is not good.
It's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure that's how things work out.
I wouldn't say that it's stuck inside you because that would be a lethal wound.
You are stuck on the javelin, basically.
Don't pull it out.
Kebab.
The javelin is so big that it's not stuck on you, you are stuck on it.
I'm going to say the javelin is so big, you got flung back and like shoved against the wall.
Ow.
You got speared.
Like, the javelin is stuck inside of the ice wall behind you. But you could wrangle yourself free.
I should make a concentration check for that blast I did.
Oh yes, you got hit, that's for sure. Roll.
Oh, I forgot I got -2 to concentration.
My god! No!
Yep, blast is gone.
I think that spell is whiffed.
Erwin
Well-
Herb Mixer, you feel the blessed of the Gain Mother leave you immediately.
Oh damn!
Sorry,
Hold on.
team. Looks like Granny B is gonna be checking out a little early on this fight.
This is exactly how my character died at one point. I was level
Right.
1, playing a ranger or something. We got attacked by an orc. Like 2 orcs maybe? He threw a spear, crit. Maximum damage, instant death, impaled onto a tree. I lived this life. I lived
I
it.
try to figure out the ensnare the Hail of Thorns again.
Alright.
See. 5 feet. Making sure no one of us is in the. Nah, okay. So, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use the spell when I figure out how to use the spell.
Want to post a spell in the chat? By clicking on it? Alright. Yeah, you do a ranged weapon. Okay, spell bonus action, then you do a ranged weapon attack.
Yeah.
So you hit with the attack or not, and if you hit, then he has to do a dex saving throw or take 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save.
Yeah, or half as much damage on a
Yes.
roll. Okay, I'm gonna attack then after doing this spell.
Alright. It's a verbal component. Do you know like what you say, or is it like something personal?
I'm thinking.
You're prick! And he gets pricked by thorns.
I like that.
Oh, no! Okay. Yes!
You're pricked! And then I just attack with my longbow. Wait, I go into
Alright.
position so I can actually fire.
Yeah, you get a clear shot if you take a step. Who do you attack? The Verbeek or what appears to be a big ugly ogre?
I think I gotta attack the big ogre.
Alright.
I'm sure I can do that.
Yep.
I'm gonna attack now.
The ogre's wounds certainly look like they are still bleeding and like there's crust all over him.
There we go. I rolled a 25.
Alright, roll damage. And I will do the dex saving throw.
Yeah. 5 damage.
That's a 4. So, 5 damage plus your 1d10.
Oh, great. A 2.
7 damage.
Yeah. Okay, and it's the concentration, so next time I can do the same. Oh, can I take a step back with my movement?
So the concentration means that like you have 1 minute to shoot the next shot. Like the
Okay.
next shot that is hit the enemy by ranged attack. So now the spell is over basically. Like the target is the next enemy that's hit by a ranged attack.
Okay.
I've never used this spell, I guess.
It's not that good.
It's okay.
Good
It's
against a
good
group
if
of
you
small
have-
enemies.
Yeah, small and clustered enemies.
Man, you would have killed so many sheep with that spell.
I'm not going to kill the sheep.
What,
Shitloads
me?
of rations.
No, actually, with 2 damage, the sheep would have all survived.
Should I cast Magnify Gravity on a ship because it would hit everyone?
With Doug,
I mean, if you want to kill sheep before you die, why not?
it's the Verbeek's turn, and he will say, "Alright, I'll talk with you. Where are you?" As he stomps forward. Bam,
I'm here.
bam, bam,
Crashes through the car.
bam. Ah, you got the whole company with ya? No matter, I shall get rid of them.
He doesn't sound like he wants to speak, right?
No,
Aaron,
he doesn't.
How did you get that impression?
Because he wants to get rid of my companions before he starts talking.
Yeah, he will talk once he has the advantage. He pulls out a spear, wielding it in 2 hands, crudely sharpened at the ends.
Oh no.
Swinging it twice at Erwin.
Oh no.
A 22
Oh yeah, that hit.
and a 15.
Oh, that's my AC right now.
That hits
So-
too.
Then it means it hits. You take 13 piercing damage
Ouch.
and
Oh.
another 17 piercing damage.
Oh,
What? That's a lot of
that. Yeah, I'm dead.
Those are
How
2
many-
giants.
how many hit points do you have?
Not enough.
Just I had 22 right now. And you did what?
30.
damage?
Yes.
30 damage. In a negative already.
At least only unconscious, not dead.
Yeah,
Right.
you're only unconscious.
Yeah, so Verbeek has the... Oh, actually, let me change this real quick. Because every time I roll on a new NPC, it's always Whisper. He has a simple weapon wielder feature. So he rolls an extra die on all simple weapons he uses.
What's that for a shitty feat that only NPCs get?
Oh, that's
It's something that the Verbeeks gets. So when
That's
he...
so overpowered!
When he's a giant. So it,
Fire.
so he rolls
It's a monk.
2d8 plus 4 damage when hitting you, wielding a spear 2-handed.
How many damage did it deal in that turn?
30
30.
on
With
on
2d8.
yes, with 2 attacks, 2 hits.
I see.
Now that we established the boundaries, let's talk. Yeah. Accord. This is going south real quick.
Oh, it's my turn again already.
Yeah, flee through the other tunnel?
What can I see in the other tunnel?
Oh yes, I will reveal it to you.
More tunnel.
Hmm?
I will reveal more accordingly.
It's probably another entrance.
You know, both of these creatures appear to be wounded from previous battles.
I use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Erwin.
Fantastic.
And he gets 6 HP back, and use my action to dash and shout, "Everyone run!" And try to get the fuck out of here.
Which
Yeah, but
way
you-
do you run?
This way, probably.
Is it like backwards?
I mean, definitely running towards what looks like to be this exit. Phew.
All right.
And there.
Oh wow. You
Dashing. I'm
bailing.
dashing.
All right. I see.
Aaron, it was nice knowing you.
I'm not dead yet.
Well, I feel like my goose is cooked in this situation.
I have nothing I can cast to help you.
Talk to the giant.
So,
This is not the right character for it. This is not Cyril.
Rhiannon, it's your turn. Sadly, you cannot see the giant, so do whatever you want.
I can smell him.
Out from the corner.
Smells like snow. Smells like meat.
Smells like poo. I have no smart ideas right now, which is great since I'm this wizard.
I mean,
Roll me an
Right,
insight
okay.
check.
It is a 19.
So between the talking, it appears to be like saying stuff like, "Don't you dare touch my sheep, stay away from them. I'll make you to mincemeat. Don't harm my babies."
We're not here because of your sheep. Think smarter.
Alright,
um,
you rolled a 19. I'm saying it to Rhiannon because Unicorn is not picking up on what I'm putting down.
No, I'm not.
You get the impression that you could hold a sheep hostage to get an advantage.
Ooh, I could do that. Do I get pick up on that as well? I speak giant.
Yeah, sure.
You know, the fun thing would be to cast like something that is like magnify gravity but doesn't deal damage, just so he sees that I can kill all of his sheep at once.
So I guess to Bia, it's more like the spear was thrown and nailed you like next to the sheep, and the other guy's calling out, "Bro, you almost hit my cattle! The fuck!" It's like, sorry, dog. Rhiannon, what do you do?
15. Getting over the fence takes extra movement, right? Also, it's a blocked tile.
You have nowhere to stand.
That's as far as I can get, but it would take an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
And if he does the same thing he did to our dear friend here, I'm not gonna be nearly as lucky.
And she is prone.
Who's prone?
The one who I turned prone?
That's really hard to see in the...
Aaron is prone.
No, you are prone. What?
She's
no,
standing.
Aaron is-
Erwin is prone. Yeah, it's fine.
Bia is fine.
Yeah, I'm strong.
Fine are desserts. Beer is something else, alright.
Do we want to roll the dice and have him make a DC 13?
Make a decision.
Yes, I'm trying to make a decision.
Use your big elf brain.
Should took that?
Like,
Summon your dragon daddy to save us.
what are you...
It's not how it works.
Why not?
Because it's one way only. I can hear him. So, the friend is the next one. But the Verbeek Marauder is... Yeah, I'm gonna try Sapping Sting on the Verbeek Marauder, even if it's probably useless.
Alright, how does this look like?
You make a DC 13 con save. And I do this just to make it easier for Granny Beer.
Okay. Sapping
giant.
spin.
They have high con save, so yeah.
He succeeds your spell and shrugs it off by flexing its stringy muscles.
Oh, you're very strong.
Thank you, milady.
He has all the gains.
I lived,
you ever-
you know.
Have you ever considered joining the Church of the Holy Gains?
And with that, it's Granny Bia. Granny Bia, you realize very quickly, beating them in feats of strength appears to be a futile endeavor. The bard has abandoned you immediately.
Yay.
Yes,
So here's
it
what I'm
is.
thinking. Granny Beer can take the disengage action and move here. Would that be cool?
Sure. You run through the sheep.
Can you take a sheep as hostage if you don't have an action left?
Come any closer and the sheep gets it, suckers.
That's so gangster.
Roll me an intimidation check.
I would like to use the inspiration, the bardic inspiration given to me by okay,
Alright.
because I am not very intimidating.
So the bardic inspiration, like, the words come to you easier. Because you're feeling inspired.
Oh, it's a natural
shit!
20. Oh my god.
Still rolling.
Granny Beer,
Honestly,
So, those who speak giant, now those who don't speak giant, they see, like, the Verbeek looks over Granny Bia with wide eyes and is calling out, Kushar, Ilik, Betty! All the other guys say, no! Please don't hurt Betty, anything but that! So, yeah, Doug is waving to his friend like, stop it, stop! She has the sheep!
Granny just starts swearing like a hill giant.
The friend stands confused, getting in closer, but he's standing down. It's like, what? Like, I said, hold it, you dumbo! All in hot China, of course. Irvin, you see the Verbeek in front of you is looking quite distressed by the threats of Granny Bia.
I am very confused by the whole situation. Can I just crawl away?
I will allow you to roll an insight check if you wish to understand the situation.
Yeah, I try. I try to understand. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
A 13. So, okay, the Verbeek appears to be afraid of his pets getting harmed.
He's a pet lover. Okay.
Or, you know, his cattle. Well, it's not cattle technically, but the what's the word? His herd.
Herd? Yeah.
I kind of want to move away.
Okay. You can
Okay.
use half your movement to stand up or crawl away.
I crawl here.
All right.
You don't disengage?
No. The Verbeek is too distressed to pay any notice to this like puny little creature crawling away from it. Doesn't even see you.
Yeah, I'm just crawling away so he doesn't accidentally step on me.
All right. Doc will say, all right. I promise. Don't hurt my children, okay? We can talk this out. What do you want?
Just talk.
So, at this point, we are going to do a pause on the initiative order. And you guys can have dialogue until somebody decides to, okay, it's time to attack again.
Okay.
I think Granny Beer's plan is to just stall to give the rest of the group time to run away.
So, like, for the next, like, a minute or something, Akor, what is your plan of action right now?
Basically, he's noticing that not everyone ran after him. Or ran with him, or is out already. And he just goes, shit, and turns around to go back.
Which entranceway?
Probably the one I came.
Okay. So feel free to position yourselves where you'd like to observe this happening.
I am queen of the goats now. Swear fealty to me, or I will have your children, badly bruised.
Alright.
I took on Rhiannon's cat leg or whatever and be like, what's going on? What is Granny Bear talking?
Granny Beer is holding a sheep hostage. And you got smacked.
I got
Fine.
yeah, I feel smacked. Very smacked.
You feel smacked.
Make a smack.
Hey, look, ask them why they get injured, from what they get injured. Tell them we had no threat. It's a misunderstanding.
I think he noticed it by smacking you with one hit into the wall.
You cannot hold a sheep hostage. You're not their
Well,
queen, they're mine.
You know what?
Don't mess with me, young man. I'm a crazy old lady.
Oh no! She's crazy. Yeah, Fred says, oh, she's crazy, dog. She's crazy. He looks distressed. Ah!
Okay. Just get to talk.
Oh, this is the turned into the weirdest encounter.
Yeah, you got it. Let's get it out. Yeah.
Look,
Why are we
it's
here?
well, you know, it's up to you guys why you are here again. It's
All right,
okay.
you wanted to sort
None
this
of
out.
the sheep are hurt, and you technically haven't stolen anyone yet.
Verbeeg.
If you wanna leave now, we will let you leave. Does that sound good?
You still haven't answered my question.
Well, roll another intimidation check.
I demand answers.
I'm starting to dislike this campaign that throws giants and CR way too high for stuff at us all the time.
Yeah.
You guys fail all of the easy quests and then run away from all the hard ones.
What are we supposed to do?
There are no
but-
easy quests, we got like 2 ones. and
That's
the one-
true. That is true.
Yeah,
The
if we needed to
first quest-
run away from hard quests, more hard quests doesn't really
Yeah.
help.
That's the 12 intimidation. I demand answers.
Zon, the first thing you considered an easy quest killed a player in session.
Like, all of the reading through, well, I'm not here to defend the book. Technically, there are ways to roleplay out of this, but they are not always looking obvious. So,
No, but we can roleplay out of it and we won't complete the quest, so we won't get stronger, so we won't be able to do the next quest that we come by.
Yeah, we need experience points by farming goblins for 100 years or so.
well,
We're
I will
Tell
think
me-
on this real quick. But you have a 12, so he says, alright. You have a strong accent there, lady. So what was the question again?
I have a quick question to the players itself. What was our plan to begin with doing inside here?
We had a plan.
ambush.
I feel like we have a distinct lack of plan.
You're the wizard. You should come up with plans.
You're the leader, it's your plan to plan.
You shout across the cave. Look, if you leave my sheep alone, I promise I won't set my cave bear on you.
You have a cave
What?
bear as well? Jeez. They talk about overkill.
Is he lying? I want to know if he's lying.
Roll an insight check.
Why did you kill the speaker of Goodmead?
Definitely.
That's all we want to know.
He is not lying about the cave bear.
He is a fucking cave bear.
They have
How
a
the hell
cave
did you
dog.
get your cave bear?
This is a shared family home, alright?
Why are you murdering people?
Well, they got good beer.
You
It
could
is good
buy
beer.
it! Get a job!
It's so much easier smashing them.
Well, you're strong, you could do so much work.
But why?
Because you can.
What?
Also, he gets meat for work.
Also, people
I did
won't
work.
hate you because you kill people.
Yeah, it took like 12 hours going down there, smack them gips, get the meat, go back up.
Yeah. And if you would work there, you could just go there and get it. Without smacking.
But it's harder.
It is
Oh,
harder.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you trying to
I mean, if-
prove to him? Like, that he's stupid? That he should...
Feasibility of giant economics.
Wow. He does not seem to be swayed by the logics of economy by you.
He has lots of strength. People don't have lots of strength. If he uses lots of strength to help people, people will give him lots of meat.
So the ogre says, well, she got a point. Like, shut up, friend.
Hey,
You would get meat and people wouldn't hate you. And people wouldn't want you dead.
Oh, I think the tiefling's saving something to ya.
No, they would also exchange the sheep for meat.
But then I have less sheep.
True that, true that.
Listen, Verbig. Did you kill the speaker?
The who?
Did you stab a man?
I?
Why did you stab him?
Well,
Recently,
he didn't want to let go of the kick. So I stabbed him. Took quite a fight too. Got a few bruises.
See?
I
and if you
haven't.
had worked for it, you wouldn't have had bruises.
Well, given that was a big man.
Bring on. Tell them if they keep stealing and annoying the poor people, they will run out of business and no longer make meat. And then they cannot steal the meat anymore because there isn't meat.
That's the smartest thing everyone here had said, including myself. Yes, I would say that, exactly.
What?
You keep killing people and stealing meat and run out of business, and then there's no meat at all.
Wow, there was so much roboting in there. Was it me or was it you?
Then that was probably
I heard the bottom.
Can you repeat that, please?
that I will tell him that what I was told, that if he keeps stealing and bonking exemplarily killing people, they will run out of people and business and there is no meat ever again.
Alright, Akor. Are you thinking of doing anything else while waiting how this is turning out? You've realized there's like a suspicious hole in this other room that appears to be like a pit.
It's the bear pit.
Cave bear.
Oh, actually, a cursory glance at the book reveals what the pit is about. It's a trash pit.
Great.
I'm not going to
Garbage.
check out more of a cave until
Alright.
until
Yeah.
the rest of the group is with me.
I think Granny B is like trying to catch Akur's eye. Like, what should I do?
Don't let go of the sheep.
What?
Whatever you do, go. Shit.
I'm seriously thinking about just joining in and grabbing a goat.
Quick catch! I throw it like,
You see the sweat dripping down Doug's face. Like looking at the situation, looking at the sheep, looking at the elf. looking at Granny Beer, looking over at whatever the blue girl is.
Blue girl wants to stand up. Am I allowed to do that?
We're not an initiative. You can stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to do
As
that
long
for
as we
her.
don't do anything hostile, there will not be.
So, what is Rhiannon trying to achieve? Explaining them economics?
Explaining them how their way is stupid, and everyone here is smarter than them.
Well, that only makes them feel bad and want to kill you.
No,
That- yeah.
we
Well-
want them to understand that being, you know, less aggressive, you get them more stuff, and no one will try to harm them and cut them and stuff.
Yes. What?
Yeah, but they don't get any new things by not being aggressive.
That's like what I said. If they use their strength to help the people there, they will probably give them meat in return as payment. That means no stabbings, no bruises, no pain for everyone involved, and there's gonna be plenty of meat around for much longer than if they keep killing the people. Because then there would be no meat around.
I mean, they could just hurt the animals for the people down there. They seem to know how to hurt sheep and stuff.
But
They
they're
could
my
help
sheep.
them they could help them expand the brewery so they could make more meat by carrying logs and stuff.
What are you talking about? We killed like 7 of them. The haters. I mean, I would hate myself if they killed, my friend. The ogre nods like, yes, smart words.
But what?
I mean, that's
But
just
what?
logic.
Yeah, they are very angry at you.
Doug says yeah, the ogre says yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a bigger problem. How can we make the people reconciliate with the...
Yeah, it's the people that should change. Yeah.
No, you both need to change.
What?
Everyone needs to change.
As they focused on those guys, can Granny Beer do something?
Yes. You have more than enough time to heal yourself, heal your party,
Take a quick nap.
So Granny Beer
take a
is
short
gonna-
rest.
Granny Beer wants the signal to occur to I assume there's a gate on this pen to and then she mimes shooting with a bow.
There's no gate. They literally pull out the gate, one of the pillars to open the gate up.
And you would know I have no bow.
This is why he
Okay,
runs
Tom.
away.
She sort of gestures making a stampede, I guess, stomping her feet.
She makes that motion.
She waves her hand and says never mind, and then says, Grandmother? And then the grandmother's face sort of illuminates from the sky and says, hello, my child.
It's a cave ceiling.
Doesn't matter, it's an ID.
Yes, I'd like a little bit of healing. Of course, my child. And then I use Channel Divinity to preserve life. Which gives me 7 hit points.
Oh, that means you're back to full.
And it also gives Eren 3 hit points.
Yay!
How generous.
So, while the giants are deciding whether or not to change their way of life, the laissez-faire lay around, let the sheep spread around, eat the old ones, maraud some villagers. This elf is talking them down into becoming businessmen or something. Get a job. This is the future. There's no room for slackers like you and Icewind Dale. I want
Yes.
you to roll me a persuasion check. I
Cave
will.
dwellers are dying out.
I will give you advantage on this because it's quite amazing roleplay.
I don't know how many times I insulted them by accident in the.
I'm just amazed. Oh, that that reminds me of another play I was in, and we persuaded the Red Dragon to join Bahamut. Yeah.
Alright. And with that, we see the camera cutting to a core, looking intensely, deciding what to do. We cut to Granny Bea healing herself, looking disappointed. Yeah, we see Erin. I guess fear is the best emotion to describe on her face.
Yeah, like what the hell just happened?
And then we see the ogre looking thoroughly confused, like, why are we still talking to these little kids? And Doug is like sweating, looking left, looking right, and we see like the stern expletives of the pretty snow elf telling them
I'm
how
drawing
economics
graphs
works.
and statistics on the cave wall.
Yes.
The feasibility of their actions, how the meat counter goes down.
And each cut we hear tick, 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 and we get a "to be continued" next week on the screen.
Oh,
Amazing.
As we find out the results of that persuasion check.
I was really just thinking Random takes on paper and draws like graphs how their interaction right now, if this keeps going, the meat counter goes down. But if cooperation rises, meat also rises.
Do you write down stonks?
Yes. The meat stocks will rise if the junk stocks join.
Alright, let me take down some notes. Alright. The rest I can write when I'm off the air. With that, we will finish tonight's session of Dungeons and Dragons Icewind Dale. What the fuck is happening edition?
We're trying not to die very hard.
Yeah, but it's an amazing curse. It just like, oh, we're just gonna tell them to stop the evil race and become business clients.
I don't know if this is going to help us. Like,
Sure.
the village wants revenge, I thought.
It's gonna help us in the short run by not getting smacked against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to find out what's going to happen next week. That's what I have to do. So I got some work cut out. But this is exciting. I am very much on board on on the giant train, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Granny Beer's nuclear option is just to knock over these poles and start a stampede throughout the cave.
I think I could
Stampede!
have something with which I could help starting a stampede.
Dissonant
Well,
Whisper
we'll see
is-
how much that helps.
You can always offer to some healing and to heal the sheep and goats. Pretty sure that will get us on the
Alright.
good side.
I'm definitely not gonna heal the guys who
No, fuck
could
that.
still easily kill us.
And have a cave fair.
That happens to me all too many times where I heal an NPC because I play such a nice character and then they betray me. Because that's what the book said. Oh yeah, that's the bad guy. He betrays you whether you healed him or not.
Who cares?
But I was in character. Alright guys, thank you for the show. Thank you stream for watching. This was fun. I had so much fun. I don't have the words to describe the encounters in the Icewind Dale. Like, it's
Brutal?
crazy.
Shit. Kinda.
I think they are all pretty much undercooked. That's how it feels like.
Yeah.
Like, not ready? Or
It feels like with very, very most of the last books, maybe even almost all books, they design the big encounter for level 5 to whatever, then say, oh, we have to get the characters up there somewhere. Just put some stuff in there.
Oh, we have to get to the interesting part. Well, let's just throw something together.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
have to level the characters up. Just throw in some stuff there. And yeah, that's not something you can do for levels
But-
1, 2, 3.
but this is going in an interesting direction, so we will find out what happens next episode and whether it will be the last episode or not.
Don't say that.
Well,
I just survived.
I can't see that coming.
it will be the next chapter or the last chapter for this party. Let's say that. Well, there can always be. Let's say it like this: if you guys have a TPK, the next party can all be Icewind kobolds.
And get TPK'd by the first wolf.
They can
I
start at
wanna
level
play-
3. I'm okay with that.
I want to play.
Honestly,
it
by that
back.
time, I would skip the whole shit in Icewind Dale itself and go to level 5 at least.
Sure.
And I would kind of like to get out of the low level dip, to be honest.
That definitely.
We
yeah.
had enough roleplay. We had enough banter. It's time to be able to kill
We have
stuff.
lost enough characters to the low levels.
Yes.
Well, we're like, do you say we're 8 sessions in?
Yeah.
And we haven't been able to complete any quests, it seems like, because we don't have the skills to
No.
complete the quests.
You have completed quite a few skills. No, I think this is the. Let me count. There was the Elven Tomb, which counts. It was completed. You killed the moose. You did the. You did the Winter Wolves, which was a quest. I mean, you didn't finish the whole encounter, but you completed it.
Okay, so we'll never
Like
see
half,
those wolves
like
again.
half. And the Essek storyline, Caltro was resolved. So it's like 2.5. If you like finish the Winter Wolves, that would be a level up. But you know, if you completely botch this quest but you survive, then you're definitely level 3. Because you engaged like 2 giants in combat. This is worthy of gaining experience of what not to do to level up. Alright. Thank you for playing. Yeah, let's stop the recording here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
not
guys.
killing us.
Yet.
Always appreciate
I
it.
don't take pride in this, but it makes me happy.
Why are you laughing then?
Goodbye, chat.